You're listening to KELF North Pole.
Yay, you came back. That's so awesome. Hey, everyone, this is Millennial Santa, and we are broadcasting from KELF, the North Pole's premier radio station, started by yours truly. I'm Sunny the Elf, and here's Santa Claus.
Ho, ho, ho. Hello, Sonny. How are you doing today?
I am on a roll, Santa, and I have to thank you. You really know what you're doing up here at the North Pole because you let me start this radio station, and it has been so much fun. And I am learning new things every day. I'm not stuck in the toy factory. I'm able to be myself, be who I truly am, and I'm just having so much fun. And things are crazy busy. Are things busy at the workshop yet?
Well, Sonny, I know you spend a lot of time here at the radio station and you're inside all day, but things are a bustle out there around the North Pole. We've brought all the reindeer back, and we brought them up from the North Slope where they've been grazing all summer. So now they're up here in the barn, so we got to exercise them every day, make sure they're in good shape, work some of that summer excess grazing off of them.
Yeah, I know that extra grazing on candy canes. Need to work some of that off, too.
So, yes, things are getting busy up here. The elves are wrapping up. They got most of the toys made. We're doing really good. We're right on top of it. I have no complaints.
Good. Well, I know things are getting really busy down below on the continents where all the boys and girls are, too. We got Thanksgiving coming up and then Black Friday, which leads us into today's question, and it comes from Chloe. Chloe writes, "Hey, Santa, this may seem like a strange question, but here goes. Is there more than one Santa? There seems to be a lot of you out and about the closer we get to Christmas."
Thank you, Chloe. I know I've been asked this question many, many times. And I know this can be very confusing to all of you. We'll kind of give you a little history. Back around 50 years ago, back in the 60s, do you realize that there was only 1 billion children in the world? That's throughout the whole world. And at that time, it was easier, a lot easier for me to get around. Today, there are almost 2 billion. We've doubled the population of children in the world. It's getting more and more difficult for me to get out there and spend some time with these children, especially around the Christmas time. So we've looked for men with the Christmas spirit in their hearts. When we find these men, we'll talk to them, and I recruit them. And we recruit these men, and we give them the title Santa. But you'll know that these men are the ones that I've given the title to, because they'll be the ones that will have the twinkle in their eye and the love in their heart. If you've been listening to some of our interviews in the past, you will realize that Mrs. Claus and I do leave the North Pole throughout the year at different times, usually not during the busy times. The elves would not let me loose. But we usually will go down and visit our family who live amongst you. When Mrs. Claus and I go down, we don't dress like Mrs. Claus and Santa. So this happened this last week. We were coming down to spend some time with my son, and Mrs. C wanted to stop and get breakfast. So we stopped at a little diner, and we came in to sit down and have breakfast. And a few minutes later, this mother and her little daughter come walking in and sat down, and the daughter, about 4 years old, looked over and looked at me. Now, in this little breakfast restaurant that we went to, there was probably 25 or 30 grown men, grandpa types, older like me, I should say, and they all had beards. A lot of them had beards. Some of them were darker than mine. Some were just as white as mine is. Some were shorter. But this little girl looked across at me and saw that I was Santa. Somewhere she knew who Santa was out of all the other people in there. Well, it just warmed my heart because she was able to recognize me. Her mother didn't recognize me. A lot of other people in the restaurant never recognized me. But she was a true believer, and she recognized who I was.
Oh, Santa, I love that story every time you tell it. See, Chloe, sometimes all you have to do is believe. If you have a question for Santa, we would love to hear it. You can call or text us right here at the radio station, KELF. The number is 856-99-SANTA. That's 856-997-2682. Kids, be sure to get your parents' permission first. All right, bye, guys. Bye, Santa.
Ho, ho, ho. Bye now, and remember, let's keep the spirit of Christmas in our hearts throughout the year.
Millennial Santa is a proud member of Parents on Demand, a network of high-quality podcasts for families just like yours. Download our free network app on Apple and Android and listen to your favorite episodes on the go, just like Santa.